Pretty simple. You block here. So we have an indestructible creature on the board now. Hello and welcome everyone to another video here on my channel. First of all, sorry if my voice is a bit different. I think I got a cold, but the weather here in Switzerland is a bit rainy. But let's have a look at the deck. This is a Glyph deck. A classic Tezzeret Glyph deck where we try to make one of our cheap or artifact tokens to a 5/4 creature as early on and pressure opponent. Because Tezzeret Glyph is a 3 mana enchantment aura, we can enchant an artifact. And the artifact is a golem creature with base power 5 and 4 addition to its other types. When this aura is put into graveyard card from the battlefield, discover 3. So this is also really nice. And we need a lot of different targets for this. For example, one of the new cards from Edge of Eternity, which is the Nutrient Block. A 1 mana artifact food with indestructible. Yeah, indestructible. So if you make this a creature, this will be indestructible. And this is also a classic food where we can sack it for 2, we gain 3 life. And when this artifact is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, we draw a card. So also nice there, right? So this is our main target we want to hit, but we also need other artifacts that we can hit. That's why we play the Novice Inspector and Siren Spyglass package here. Both create an artifact token when they come in. One is a map and one is a clue. Then we also play another card that is also from the new set, and this is a Labship here. I have a one-off, mainly because we play the Planeswalker. So this is a 1 mana artifact station. We can tap the creatures to load the station up, and once we have enough station count on it, we can use their carding here, like 2+ or 9+. 2+ is at the beginning of combat on your turn, up to 1 other target artifact you control becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 2/2 and gains flying. So our tokens can become flyers. Quite nice. And on 9, this is a 4/4, and you think 9 is a lot, but not in this deck, believe me, definitely not. Because we have ways of getting our creatures quite big. We have Regal Bunnicorn, a 2 mana, star power. The power of this card is equal to the non-land permanents we control. And we're gonna control a lot of permanents. These two, this is like 2 permanents, this is like 2 permanents, and also this is like 2 permanents. But the other card we're gonna play that also can become really big is the Astrologian Planisphere, 2 mana artifact equipment. And whenever we play a non-creature spell, then this creature that is attached to this artifact becomes +1/+1, and this is really nice. So we get quite big creatures, so we have a good way to use this with our station. And these big creatures go really well sheltered by ghosts, our main removal and life gain resource. A 2 mana enchantment aura, enchant creature control. When this aura enters, exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls until the aura leaves the battlefield. It also gets +1/+0 and lifelink and ward 2. So we make a creature quite strong, hard to get rid of, and we get a lot of lifelink from it. And it's a good removal overall. We also have more removal. In the Dusk Rose, the Reliquary, 1 mana artifact. When this enters, we sacrifice an artifact or creature. This is ward 2. And when this enters, we exile target artifact or creature an opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. So also a cheap artifact, really cool. And we play a lot of 1 mana artifacts. We also have the Soul Gold Lantern here as a one-off, same as the Synthesizer Labship as a one-off. And this is just to deal with opponent's graveyard. The main reason why we have these one-offs as well is because we play Tezzeret, the Cruel Captain, a new Planeswalker from Edge of Eternity, and I think this is a really good deck for it. It's a 3 mana for loyalty. There's no +1, but whenever an artifact enters, we can put a loyalty count on this Planeswalker. For Seer, you can untap the target artifact or creature. If it's an artifact creature, it becomes +1/+1. For -3, and this is the main thing here, we can search our library for an artifact card with mana value 1 or less, reveal it, put it in our hand. So we can get the Lantern if we play against some reanimation stuff. We can get this if we need a flyer to get over it, or we can just get a removal. So this is a really versatile card, and I think that's the main case to play it. We also play another card to fill another spot of the Glyph, which is the case of the Filched Falcon, a 1 mana enchantment case. To solve, we need 3 or more artifacts, which is quite easy. And then you can use the solved clause, which is 3 mana. We sacrifice this, put 4 +1/+1 counter on target non-creature artifact. it becomes a 0/0 bird creature with flying in addition to its other types. So it makes our tokens 4/4 flyers, and this will be a 4/4 flyer indestructible. I think this is the twist of this game, right? You have big creatures, it's a cheap deck, you can draw crazy well with this. You have 7 removals, which is quite nice. You have quite a wide board, you can go in really well, and yeah. For the lands, we just play Fountainports here for treasures and the blue fish if we need targets for our ghosts. The rest of the mana base is quite simple, but Azorius is not the best mana base right now. That's why we have 4 starting towns here as well. But yeah, this deck is super fun to play. I always wanted to try this nutrient block, and I felt like bunnies, Planisphere, ghosts, that feels like a best of one kind of shell for me. I had a lot of success when I tested this first. I think I had like 7 wins in a row, sadly I didn't record it. It felt so strong, but the games here were also quite fun. So if you like the content, if you like my decks, tell me what you play right now, what's your favorite card of the new set. Leave a like, write me in the comments. You can always write me directly on Twitter or on Discord or on Twitch. And yeah, with no further ado, have fun with the games. We start, yeah, we keep this. It's not the perfect hand, but it's not a bad hand. Our bunny is, Bunnicorn is gonna be really, really big with this hand. So our Planisphere with this hand, on the other hand, is not as good. But yeah, we can at least play these 2 early on, and then maybe can catch up with them if we find another land, which, yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say, right? But yeah, let's see how this game goes. Definitely really like this card in a shell like this. And yeah, Novice Inspector coming in. 2 permanents already. This is 3/3 for 2 mana. It's already decent. A defender. That's a big defender right there. Not a good draw. That's probably the worst draw here. But honestly, we trade. That 4/1 is a big boy defender. We would trade here. Yeah, expected this to happen anyways. Found something which is quite nice. We don't want another blue right now. We want to find things. So I'm gonna play this. And yeah, we already have an artifact in play, so we have tools to get a big creature there. Other than that, we have double Siren. Okay, we have to discard, and yeah, it's fine. I know what I'm gonna play next turn. Okay, yeah, we're gonna lose life due to this enchantment, but at this point, I will honestly just use my things. It's not good enough. I know this is an artifact for our bunny, but that one is dead. We still have one in play. If we have to discard here, we have to discard, and honestly we will trade here any day. If they want to trade, that's fine by me. I'm just gonna equip this here anyways. I don't have mana, so I can use this for this. I could sink in the Fountainport too, but yeah. I have only land on hand, so usually there's like... They can think of the Bandit's Talent 4th, then I will just keep the land. I will not do much. I will keep drawing cards to have something against their turn if they use it. So they use it now. I will just not do anything. It's a good card. We go here. Beginning of your draw a card for each one who has 1 or fewer cards. Okay, we don't give them the extra draw here. So we will just go in. This was basically a free turn. Definitely don't want to give the draw. I'm probably going to draw another card here if I can. If they make me discard cards, yeah, sure. Nowhere to run, okay, yeah. Which one? Okay, yeah, makes sense. And yeah, I will definitely use this there. That's an annoying one. That is a bit annoying. I was hoping I could keep that one to use my mana efficiently more, so yeah. Yeah, let's see what we draw. So here's a bit of a tricky situation, but I think we're just gonna use this and crack. I definitely want to this high so they don't use... well... What do you want me to say? Can use one land here, which will be this. And then we keep the rest in our hand. So these two lands will be now in our hand for the rest of the game, as long as we don't have to discard. That's a pretty good card, but at this point of the game I think it's better for us. And that's quite a good card too. What this card is a bit annoying, not gonna lie. You can also get rid of this, which at this point maybe is actually the better play. Yeah. I don't care too much about the creature there. I will trade with the creature 100%. Sure. That's a good one for me, I think. And yeah, I still keep cards in my hand here. Can crack this if I ever need to draw a card. Defender. That's an interesting mono blacklist there. And then it's our turn. Here's another cracker. Could try crack and find here actually. It's not game, but 1 life. 1 life is good enough, I think. Put them in a pretty heavy position. We have so much life, keeping 2 lands on our hand in case they do some shenanigans again. Just make sure they don't get card advantage. Okay, yeah, sure. Lifelinker is there. Do they have enough here though? They block, 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 block. And then, yeah. I mean, I have to still go for it, but... yeah. Still have to go for it. But it's still a good trade for me. So that's fine. They're on 2 now and have a full board. And board vibes exist, but we have an Indestructible on our field here. And that's the game, guys. That's the game. Weird deck, but yeah, we got it, right? That counts. Totally fine. Cool hand. Can go in any direction. No idea what's going on over there. Let's have a look. Tap it onto a permanent you control, add 1 mana. Okay, some interesting ramp stuff. Okay. I'm not slightly confused. I mean, I have 1 more mana here. So these are all artifact robots, and we have to keep that point in mind. So, Bunny into... I think it's Bunny into many cards. So we drop the Bunny here. So we get a potential Bunny attack next turn. The problem is a 3/3, so it's in range for some things we don't like. Let's see what they find. When this creature dies, each player creates a lander. This is... let's see. We have the Sheltered by Ghosts here, and we have the Planisphere, which is both really good. Yeah, but I probably will play Planisphere and Inspector to get the Bunny as high as possible, or I will use the Ghost if I need to get rid of something, but let's see. I mean, this one doesn't seem dangerous. Maybe the card they are looking for right now is dangerous. I have no idea. Do they play maybe a Kona and then tap it? Okay, no, it's another artifact. So it has to do with that enchantment, I think. So they have 2 more mana. It's all artifact creatures, huh? Okay. That seems like a fair block to me. If it's not the land, right? Yep. Okay, so we want to have the biggest impact on board. I think we go Planisphere into case. It's definitely the biggest impact. And then we go in with a 7/7 here. 7/7 went through. With Sheltered by Ghost, I feel kinda safe. If my 7/7 survives here, if the bunny survives, we heal a lot next turn. Like, a lot. Okay, they just... I have no idea what's going on. They have a lot of mana though, because of the pollinators. Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah. Sure. They have quite a lot of creatures. They have a lot of power, which is a bit scary, considering my Bunnicorn. I have an Inspector Sheltered by Ghost. This spell power, target requires a 3/3 element, haste. Basic land, this is so okay. Just basic land. Needed a land, huh? So, which one do we want to get rid of? Maybe the piggy bank is the biggest one. Our creature doesn't have trample though. Okay, that's what they have. We know what they have now. Okay, so we can just go face also, which I kind of like, to be honest. Yeah. This is a point where we try to go in the face as much as we can. Okay, they do not want that, but I have no idea what... I wonder what the deck is. If guys, if you know what maybe the idea there is, it's like probably with the enchantment that shoots or something. But yeah, and you can sacrifice or like some sort of this. Let me know in the comments. The Everglow. This is sadly not something we can keep. Just a interesting hand, to be fair. It should be like this. We wanna go... Well, I still have to go like this, just in case I draw an untapped land. I would like to keep this for this as well, but when do I get it out for the Glyph, though, is the question. So yeah. Okay, we know what they play there. Didn't find the untapped land, which is a bit sad. I still go for it though, in case we find it. If not, yeah, unlucky. We do have ways to deal with the chocobos, right? We just need to find them. And right now we do not have them. The main problem is of course the trample on their side. And there's the untapped land, huh? So sometimes you have to play the right way. We cannot attack with this card though, but we can attack with this. It's not indestructible, but the Glyph is huge. The Glyph is really huge because we can find our removal from the deck with the Glyph, and that's huge. It doesn't have to be, but yeah. They get a pretty big chocobo at this point, so I'm a bit more scared, but I will always attack here. Yeah, you can attack, I will attack for sure. Okay, so interesting situation. Let's have a look what we draw. Is this good enough? I don't think it's... I mean, the flying is quite nice though. So next turn we play Artifact Glyph. Are we fast enough? Like, that's the main question. We have 2 extra artifacts. I think I keep it actually. I think I actually keep it. And I will attack with this one here. So we know what we get here. I don't think they block with the chocobo here. Okay. Could push some damage, which is quite nice. And then we're just gonna play this. And now we have one thing we can do. We can sacrifice this and station. Yeah, I think we do this. I think we do it. Get a 4/4. I just don't think we die here. And I don't think they're in the position to attack as well. So next turn we have a potential flying vigilant ship here too. And they're on 10. Okay, chocobo. Yeah, now it can be dangerous, of course. Yeah, that's a dangerous one. But it's right now, it's just It's just blockers, right? And they're not in the air as well. So yeah, we can find our cards. It's a bit weird to attack with the Glyph though, but we can also solve. Okay, we can solve this actually. Let me think. Let me think this through. We can solve this, but it has to be a non-creature, and this is a creature now. Well, we have another flyer here, which is huge. Okay. Okay. So I have to make this a flyer, indestructible. I can make it with the Glyph too. Then I would get a 6/6, which is not good enough here. So we're gonna make this a ship now, and we're gonna. Should we equip it there? I could equip this, but I want to keep. Yeah, no. We're gonna attack with the 4/4 here. If I do this, this will go. Okay, let me try. We're just gonna attack with these. I still have a blocker, so I could technically die, huh? I could technically die, so let's not risk it. No. I want to have one extra blocker here. I have one indestructible blocker, which is quite good. And I have a blocker with Glyph up, so we're gonna do it like this. They don't have trample on the board. Don't have trample. I was thinking about it, but no. No. Bristly build doubling the counters is still scary. And they could have overprotect too. I don't know what they have, right? So I have to be a bit more careful. But we have flying creatures. This is a really dangerous one. They don't have trample. The point is they don't have trample. And this is why I will win the game. And this is why. Okay. I will have to block everything. And then I should be still able to win. Because of the Labship. Let's see how we do it. Let's see. Usually nothing can come through, so we have to block all, right? That's like given. So they want to spread the damage as much as they can. Which makes sense. Yeah, it's a big one, I get it. But you don't have trample. This is a warped one as well, so this goes away. So I have lethal with this and my... Okay, yeah, then that's GG. Okay, I think now, except they have a 1 mana trample, which I'm not sure exists, we have it. Okay. Yep. I'm not... one white open. Okay. The Harmonizer is definitely doing work in that list. It's quite cool to see. But yeah, if they don't have trample, like, you can do what you want, really. They will all be around 20 damage, I guess, in the end. Yeah. Okay. So, we can even, like, not block one of them. Okay. Pretty simple. You block here. And you block here. And that's 11, right? They don't have trample. And that should be it. I could actually block this one too, just to be safe. Since I still have 2 attackers. And this one goes away. But is there a 1 mana +3/+3 card? Is there a 1 mana +3/+3 card? Let me think. They don't play anything here. I'm gonna block this. I'm gonna be safe. I don't know. Better safe than sorry, right? You still have 2 creatures. And that one is warped there. And we get another creature here, which is really nice as well. So yeah, now it's safe. I mean, the chances of us finding something there is pretty high. And just to be 100% safe. Okay, good game. We got it. GG. This is our hand. I think we have to mulligan this hand. This is not a good hand either. Yeah, it's not a good hand, but I hate mulligan to 5. And I rather keep my creature anti-creature stuff on my hand here. Because this one can make this token really big, so it's quite good to have them. And of course it's always the same deck. Nothing new. But now our hand is a bit better, but I wish this is of course an untapped land with blue. But it's not bad. So as long as they... If they Spell Pierce, I take it. Not Spell Pierce, if they use Snakeskin, well, I take this all day. I was just saying, like, that's a weird one. Okay. This one will get quite big. This one will have a ward 1,000,000. If we put everything on it, right? But, I mean, I wish I can put it on the Glyph for sure. The Chocobo has to go next. That's a really good draw too. Spyglass? No. We just make sure that we get rid of their pieces. Just sometimes that's all we need. So this one will not die. If we don't want it to die, it will not die. I would hopefully can keep the Shelter Tier. And now there's maybe a Hydra coming. Like anything, right? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. They get like their little Chocobo bigger, sure. It's fine. If I have untapped land, I have block and Glyph, which is good enough. For next turn, I think. I can also just Glyph now. Cannot attack anymore. I mean, I could. But, okay. So, what is the best play? Playing block. The Chocobo is a 4/5 now, which is, yeah, not fantastic. But can I deal with the incoming other things though? This is so weird to do, but it's actually weird, but I think I keep pushing. This one is... This Inspector is a big boy now. Ward 2 times 3. But yeah, they keep the 1/1 there, right? My Inspector is probably just a creature on the board now that just stays there, because I cannot really attack with this into the green creatures usually. Okay, that's a 0/1 so far, which is fine by me. But it's still scary because... Okay, yeah. So it gets bigger. Drawing quite a lot of them. But we get a good attack now too, which is nice. So we have an Indestructible Creature on the board now. That will attack for 5 each turn. This would be, of course, the card I wanted to have all of these on it. So maybe I sequenced this wrong. I tried to keep the board as clean as possible for as long as I can. If they have a Hydra... Okay. The land playing there is interesting. Should keep the land at this point, I think. But oh, good card. Just keep attacking. Ward 6 is quite big. So here, could have attacked with both. Yes, could have. Do they wait for the fight spell? Then they need 1 land. Let's say they wait for the fight spell. Yeah, we're gonna do this for sure. We're gonna actually sacrifice this. I think it's time to get rid of the Chocobo. I just really do not want to face a fight spell with so much ward thing. So like they have a 1 mana fight spell, so let's see. Okay, it's a Snake Veil, it's fine. We know what they have now, that helps us. So yeah, that's totally okay. So yeah, they top deck Andrews now, but I have to say their Chocobo gets in range to be able to block here, which is a bit annoying. We do have more of these. We also can draw Tezzeret and draw one. Not a bad top deck. Not a bad top deck at all. So we're starting to draw cards now. We definitely can find something here. I want to keep... I still have this now to sacrifice as well if I would draw another one. So that's quite handy. Okay, yeah, another land. And that's a Tezzeret, right? So here is where we actually going to play the Tezzeret to get another Reliquary from the deck. And -3. We're going to get it. Here. Of course the flyer is good too, but we get rid of the Chocobo here. Chocobo is bigger and I have enough life. And then we're gonna play the tapped land here. Going to attack only with this one though, because of the doubling their power on Tifa. So they can go on 1 or block. I have 27 life. The only way for them is to fight my Inspector. So they need to find that 1 removal spell and I didn't find it. So yeah, we got there. GG. Weird hand. Really weird hand. Our bunny is kinda... Okay, if we find 1 Siren or 1 Inspector, this is actually a good hand. So we need 1 Siren or 1 Inspector. But we said they cannot drop it turn 1. Okay, this is an Inspector. At this point I don't need this. Like I have so many shelters here. I'd rather have a 3rd land. Okay. What's the play? Probably Siren. But I want to be mana efficient too. If I play this, it's nothing. So yeah, so 1/1. So we're gonna play Siren. I'm actually thinking of using the token here. I would love it as for the bunny, but I definitely want to get the land. Yeah, I mean they do their thing, but we need a creature with lifelink ASAP. We need to find lands. Good card, not what we want. Okay, so we can start with the shelters because their deck usually doesn't have any cards that protects them from flying, except yeah, they can remove the card. So if they drop a Sephiroth here, yeah, which I expected, they get a ping in, they draw, but we get rid of the Sephiroth. We have to, there's no way around this next turn. So we're gonna heal a little bit up, and we didn't find the land, but that's okay. Let's see what this one can do for a while. So we go back to 20, and we do have good cards in our hand. We have Bunnicorns as well. The Bunnicorns against their deck usually is not that good though, because they have endless blockers, right? So this is definitely more annoying. They have a flyer now. Okay, we have to get rid of that one too. I do hope we draw a land so we can also contribute to the board a bit. This is a land, but it's definitely not the land we want. We do have to get rid of the Sephiroth again. It's kind of like what this is. If there's spot removal, this Siren is quite hard to deal with. Quite hard to deal with now. They don't play Wrath effects, and I don't put the cards in the graveyard. They do have 3 cards in the graveyard though, so they could raise the past here. But they do not have a sacrifice outlet right now, which is good for me. Okay, yeah. Not a cool card as well. This card is the problem. This card we have to get rid of. This card we have to get rid of again. Otherwise, it's gonna be a bit too dangerous. The Blood Witch is also a problem, right? Like, if they've raised the past, but at this point I'm in a bad spot because I cannot really play my hand for a while. My pressure is not good enough, so it's kind of weird, but I'll get rid of the Zealot here. If they sacrifice everything, then we know they've erased the past. Okay, they don't. Put them on 10 and we heal a lot. Like, this is crazy. Yeah, I wish I can play my hand though, but they have another one. They have another one. Not good, but we heal every turn quite a lot. Okay, so now think. Lantern. I mean, I want to play 2 cards, so it can be this and Lantern. And then maybe Glyph Surprise. It's already quite strong too. But it's this and Lantern here. Case would be nice too, actually. Maybe it should have been Case here for the extra 4/4 flyer attack. Gonna get this one. This one can come back. Okay. Yeah, we keep attacking. They on 5, huh? So they have to be careful now with their attacks too. You can draw a card from the Lantern. Our Bunnicorns really don't do much against them. So they've erased the past here. They do have the sacrifice there, right? So they get life, but they lose board. We need to find land, Tezzeret, everything that removes that card. We have so many cards, just need to find them, right? We can also actually just go for the token. Then we force them to sacrifice as well, which could be interesting play. Maybe I should have used the Lantern there to get rid of the graveyard, but I wanted to find something and I didn't, which is on me, I guess. Maybe should have used the Lantern there on the Race to Past. But hey, let's see what they do. Yep. That's quite stupid. So yeah. This game will not be in the video. I was sleeping and dreaming and my mind was not in the game. Xephos. Yeah, we can keep this. We can. I do want to go Planisphere turn 2. Turn 2 Planisphere, block Ghost, something like this. We keep this. And of course, if they would play removal, then no, but okay, yeah, this is a good one. If this one grows, I mean, we have 2 creatures that can go quite big for lifelink. So let's see how we do this. If they have the removal here, sure. It's okay, I cannot do much about it. If no removal, we're in a good position. If that's a lizard deck and they bring out many creatures here, not easy as well. It's a... what? Okay, so here you want a double spell. I'm gonna play this. Is it scary or not? Which one is more scary? I mean, I don't know what they develop. They will do damage anyway because they will attack. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of this. And then we choose in for 4. And we're back to 22. This is why this card is needed in this type of deck. It's so important. And our bunnies are decent. Our bunnies are decent as well. Our card is Ward 2. Yeah. So what you got? This is a hot. This is emotional damage. Emotional damage right there. It's not a give up though. It's funny, but definitely emotional damage. And we can keep attacking with a 5/5 here. And soon we have 2/6/6. We're back on 24. And yeah. Let's see what we draw. We have many good draws now. Our board looks decent early on already. We have the Nutritious block here in case we draw to make this a creature, like a Glyph, for example, or Cave. But yeah, this is a really good spot here. It's a really good spot. And now there's a card that completely flips it, and I'm like, yeah, I didn't know that card. Classic me, right? Okay, another one of these. Yeah, sure. I mean, they have a wall. They start walling up here, right? So we will just attack with the Bunnicorn. I mean, if you find a removal, then yeah. Okay. Yeah, they wall it. They start to wall up here. It's a really good card. That's a really, really good card. What is this one? They can block with this. Yeah, it's not good to attack with that one actually. I'm going in on with this. If this one dies, I lose a lot of permanents as well, and our bunnies get worse. So we just swing in here for cleaning up a bit, and we have a 4/4 flyer, Indestructible next turn, which is pretty good. Pretty good. And a double bunny here. Yeah. Don't have any cards on the hand, so even if you play another Stalker, we are fine. Right now they have to try and block, but our bunnies is this card is ridiculous in this deck. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I think it's the right shell we choose here. GG. We cannot keep this hand. We can keep this hand. So how do you want to play this though? Turn 1. Lantern is probably the one I will put back. I have a Scryland, which is nice. It's a bit weird now. Yeah, Inspector. Okay. If they have a reanimation deck and I put back Lantern, oh, maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Just no lands. That's the... We take the Glyph here. 2 Glyphs is really good. We have 2 artifacts there, 2 Glyphs, and a Sheltered by Ghost. I think I'm quite happy with this. Okay. Lightning Helix. Okay, okay. Alright, alright. Okay. Well, we're gonna develop our first Glyph. There can be counters, of course. I mean, this was a Helix, basically. So here we have a Negate. Yeah, of course, a Negate. It's brutal. Seeing Negates in best of 1 is always interesting. Especially if you play against all these creature heavy decks. There can be a Wrath next turn, so we're gonna play like this. I'm gonna keep that token because if they Wrath, then they Wrath, right? Okay, another Helix, sure. Helix after Helix. Let's see if we can get a Glyph done. So far, we're not able to get a Glyph done. Okay, but we have a case, and the case can do it as well. So we're gonna attack here. And we try. And we can use the case end of their turn. So we just stop. I don't want to run a Glyph into another Negate. If someone plays negate main deck, then you have to be double cautious. That's the moment where you're like, no. 5 mana over there. Okay. What's coming in? We do have a flyer though. They may have removals, but what do you want to do? Having something on board is still nice. We have 5 power, we're going in here. Going in. The Sheltered by Ghosts are not really helpful right now. Like really not. Stocking up, okay. 2 mana open. 2 mana open. 3 mana open. Split up. Okay, I'm gonna draw. Okay. This is where we gonna establish this and this. Now, if they have a split up, we protect it. And we have a Glyph, so Day of Judgment, okay, of course, yeah, you have more removal spell. Just anything that's decent here, that's okay. Could be better, but yeah, removal tribal here. Always the best decks in this time. We still have a Fountainport. Just saying. We can make tokens now, and if they start to play creatures, we can at least use the Sheltereds, but Sheltereds against them is quite weird. The 2 creatures are really annoying. One creature's okay. Gain life, yeah, but I cannot let them have 2 creatures there. Really? Sure, absolutely risky what I do here. With their removal tribal. There we go, of course. Their deck is literally, I want to face anything that just is not control. Like that, okay, and they play negate. Maybe that's why, like, they go heavy on the thing. Chessguy Dragons is a strong deck. Strong deck. We're losing another creature here. Getting to these helixes and everything keep them alive for a long time. Game is not done, but yeah, it's not good too. We still have a Fountainport. Okay, this is really bad. This is the worst. Absolutely the worst. Okay. They have everything ready to deploy. Ready to deploy. Taking... No. Actually, I blocked this one. Okay, I take that trade any day, actually. That's not too bad for me. I'm gonna draw one. Creature. Can we have a creature, please? There's a negate on their hand there. Okay. 3 steps ahead is even better. Getting 2 draws. Okay. Then yeah, that was our decision. That creature there. And mostly all of their cards are answers, so pretty good draw. But now I can get rid of that one, but I'll lose something good. I feel like we have to use... If I play this, can do Fountainport. No, I'm gonna do like this. If they have the answer, they have the answer. What should I do? Think it's better. I'm not happy. They can have just board vibes here. But yeah. Get some life back. Well, no, they don't get life though. They don't get life. Yeah. Trying to get this bigger, of course. Trying. Okay, what do they do with the case? Seems like a counter. Ouch. Ouch. 2 life, so I'm dead to a lot of things, but we have to get a good attack in here. And we need another spell here. We need one of these. We have to make sure that we can get quite a good hit in here. Not too happy about this, but yeah. The prowess is dangerous, I have to say. But there's no world where I cannot attack here. I wish I had 1 more mana up though. That would be beautiful. 1 more mana would be really beautiful, because we had the case then and we can block to save our Tezzeret, but Tezzeret did a good job already. So we're still fighting back against all that stuff they do, right? Split up, yeah. The best card they can find here for sure. The game is not over, but yeah, we lose Tezzeret here. We have many cards we can find though, but it's not easy. It's not a bad card, yeah. Can play. Can play, can play. And they're like, no, cannot play. Cannot. Okay, negate here coming through. I mean, I have no better option, to be honest. This way I can equip it with the Planisphere. We own 9 though, so... Well, it's a pretty cool game. Pretty cool game, but they have way more powerful cards here. Yeah, we take the 4. If I find another way, like a Sheltered by Ghost, I would be quite happy. This is not it. This is not it. I mean, it helps me for like a little bit. But I'm dead to removal here. Ah, not dead, but I'm getting there to death. So yeah, this is a deck that definitely targets these type of decks I play really hard, and yeah, I give them the GG here. I don't see a way of winning this, so well played, opponent. A bad hand, I have to mulligan. My hand is still not good, but better. So I think I'm gonna go like this, and the 3rd land has to go naturally. Shocking myself here to have a flyer early on. Because I have the feeling I need to use this token. Treasure map. Okay. This is a Planisphere actually. This is a Planisphere. Then we play these two. And then we have a Glyph on Indestructible next turn. I'm okay with that, to be fair. Yeah, we take this one. Not too bad, I think. Not too bad. Classic. They could have board wipe, to be fair. So I'm gonna use this actually. And then I'm gonna attack. I will not use the Inspector here. Like 2 creatures here. I don't want them to get a 1 for 3. Also they have scry possibilities. This feels like some sort of control-ish deck. If I see a treasure map. Okay, interesting too. I mean, now we're gonna go for it. Don't really have an answer for this, I think, in their colors. This is indestructible. And then we just say hi. I would say we say hi. Oh wow. They have the end. They have the end. And I'm just saying, they don't have any removal spell and then this card drops. Okay, I see what you did. But we still get something back. We still get something back. The end. Wow. That really was the end. Board wipe potential now. Cover up. They play the end. Like this is like this type of deck. Interesting. Not playing it. Okay, we get stronger. Will attack, of course. If this connects, we're gonna play the Inspector too. They can play the Fountainport there. Which makes sense. Oh wow, no? What are they doing now? Okay, we're gonna play this. They own 3 and we get a flyer this way. I mean, of course they can remove it, but... That's interesting. So board map gives them treasure map, but they are tapped out. Okay, this is the board wipe. This is, hey, I really need a board wipe. I need a white source situation. All tapped creatures. Okay. Okay. Yep. The flyer. They could have removal now. They have to use it now, otherwise I draw a card from it. They didn't use it now. Okay. Could push 1 extra damage here. Could push 1 extra damage. Cannot draw a card then from the removal though. Yeah, they need removal here, otherwise this game, so let's draw the card from it. Two life. Well, that's not enough. Well, that is not enough. Well, GG. Crazy, crazy. We got it, we got it. This deck is absolutely crazy. I really love it. I love these low curves. You have always something in hand. You can always play this is what best of one is really good. Like, you always have something to play. Like, you can play like control and yeah, slow, it's fine too, right? But it feels nice to have like these little pieces that fit really well together, and that's really fun. You have like these small decisions. Maybe I made some mistakes, but I feel this is a really good deck. I like these Swans off. What would you add to this deck? Is there any card that comes up your mind? It's like, oh, this one should be in this deck for sure. Let me know in the comments below. If you like this, it's free to subscribe, it's free to leave a comment and to like. And you can always write me directly as well if you have a deck list that you want to show off or show me. Go ahead, I will have a look, and maybe there will be a video and mentioning you. So yeah, hopefully you like the games, the deck, and wish you a good night, good evening wherever you are. Bye everyone.